Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing great. So today is a very important event in US Federal Reserve and see the correlation. This is called capitalism, right? Something happens in some other place and we are affected in some other place, another part of the world, right? So US futures are all almost flat, and today night 11:30 Federal Reserve is going to come out and they are going to talk about the interest rate, right? Now, whether they are going to increase the interest rate or whether they are going to pause the interest rate or whether they are going to decrease the interest rate is a main question here. Now, what could happen if they increase the interest rate or they pause the interest rate or decrease the interest rate? What is going to happen is what we are going to see in this video. We will see how open interest is showing, what price action is showing, and what FIIs have done, and we'll also see some other important things which you might not see in other videos. So make sure you stream this video fully and let's see what is going to happen in terms of US Federal Reserve first, right? Now, US Federal Reserve is going to come out at 11:30 p.m. tonight, and they are going to tell us whether what is going to be the interest rate projection, right? So more than 11:30 federal interest rate, if you are aware or if you are following the Federal Reserve, they have increased the interest rate for 10 consecutive times. They have increased the interest rate for 10 consecutive times, right? And the interest rate in US is around 5.25%. And in spite of increasing the interest rate around 10 consecutive times, still the interest rate is core inflation is at around 4%, double than what they are expecting. Now, Federal Reserve is expecting a 2% inflation rate, but inflation rate in US is around how much? 4%. So another 4% another 2% they have to decrease the interest rate. Now, even though they are going to pause, let's assume they are going to pause the interest rate, and that is what majority of the participants or majority of the analysts are expecting. They are going to pause the interest rate. Now, let's say they are pausing the interest rate. More than pausing the interest rate, what is going to be their projection, what they are going to tell after the interest rate pause or hike or decrease is what is going to be a very important thing, and that is what is going to matter to us, right? So after the meeting, maybe around 11:30, and after that 12 o'clock, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell is going to tell us what is going to be the projection, or whether they are going to, he will give some indication whether they are going forward another 0.25% increase or whatsoever is going to be very important. So after the interest rate decision, the meeting minutes press conference is going to be very important. So if you are if you are not sleeping and if you are still awake till 12 midnight 12, you can go and see the US Federal Reserve, what they're going to do, right? So this is how markets are going to, after the meeting only markets are going to react. Now, as of now, as I talk to you, US futures are all in the red. In fact, Dow Jones is almost down by 100 points is what I'm seeing. SGX Nifty is almost flat. Europe is also, Dow Jones is down by 81 points. S&P, Nasdaq, everything is down, and Europe is also kind of flat, right? Now, it doesn't make sense to see the market. All you have to see the market is in the midnight. What is going to be the market reaction after the Federal Reserve meeting is over is what matters the most. Okay. Now, since I've told most of the market participants, or 95% of the market participants are expecting what is that pause in the interest rate. Now, what is going to happen in case the interest rate is going to increase, right? If let's say they increase the interest rate by 0.25%, or let's say they are increasing the interest rate by 25 basis point, what is going to happen? That's going to be a very shock to the market, and we may drift on the downside. Now, what if they decrease the interest rate from 5.25%? If they decrease the interest rate to 5, what is going to happen? That's going to be a positive news, and the markets may rally, and we may see all-time high soon or maybe sooner, right? Already, I think Bank Nifty is almost at lifetime high. So this is a Nifty chart, and if you see, it is almost at lifetime high, right? So another maybe 100 or 50 points, we may see lifetime high in Nifty. But what is very contrary, or what is happening in terms of price action between Nifty and Bank Nifty, is that Bank Nifty is kind of sluggish and Nifty is kind of it is having good momentum, but Nifty is having good upper momentum, but Bank Nifty is not having upper momentum. It is just trying to be somewhere around 44,000, and Nifty Financial Service, which is Fin Nifty, is kind of moving around 19,400. Both Nifty and Bank Nifty doesn't want to move on the higher side, but it is only Nifty which is moving on the higher side. And even today's price action, if you say, it was only Nifty which was moving on the higher side. Other than that, Nifty, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty was on the lower side. So you can, that is evident in the chart itself. So all day long it was moving zigzag and closed below 44,000. Now this is the second day of, today it closed around 44,000, and Fin Nifty also closed below 19,400, which is almost a very, very good support. Now, if we are pausing the interest rate, if the Federal Reserve is pausing the interest rate, and if we are seeing, see this, let me tell you one more thing, this pausing the interest rate, right? By the way, FIIs have bought for around 1,714 crores and DIIs have sold for around 654 crores, right? Now, let me tell you one more thing. Let us say Federal Reserve is pausing the interest rate. This pausing the interest rate is already been factored into, right? Now, apart from pausing, what can they do? They can either increase the interest rate or decrease the interest rate. That is what is going to happen, right? If they increase the interest rate, that is going to be a shocker to the market. If they decrease the interest rate, it is going to be very, very bullish for the markets and we may see a rally in the markets. But pausing the interest rate is already been factored into or already been priced into, or the market participants have already factored this pausing the interest rate. So we may not see, if they pause the interest rate, we may not see a big movement in the market. Market may open flat tomorrow. That's why Bank Nifty people are writing huge number of 44,000 short straddles, and Fin Nifty people are writing 19,400 huge number short straddles. Now the question here is, pausing the interest rate is factored into. Whether they are going to, if they increase the interest rate or decrease the interest rate is the main question here. And I don't think both of these things are going to happen. And that is what is my perspective about the market. And when I am talking about the open interest, if you see the open interest, this is Bank Nifty open interest. Huge number of calls have been written at 44,000, 43,000, 44,000, 44,100 and 44,200. Huge, very huge quantity has been written between 44,000, 44,100 and 44,200. In fact, all these three strikes alone have won almost 2 crores of open interest, right? That is why you can see, that is evident in bank price action, that Bank Nifty was not able to move above 44,000. It was trying all day long, but it was not moving on the higher side. But if you see the Nifty chart, very interesting. If you see the Nifty chart, the opposite is happening. Huge number of puts are being written. 18,750, 18,700, even from 18,700 to around 80,500 people are writing huge number of put option. Now let us assume if the market is going to come down tomorrow, market has rallied, FIIs are not supporting, DAs are selling in huge numbers. If the market comes down tomorrow, or let's say if the market gaps down tomorrow, it is going to be very hard for those people who have written huge number of put options in Nifty, right? So this is how things are going to work. If they pause the interest rate, nothing is going to happen. We are going to open flat. If they increase or decrease the interest rate, that is where the problem comes. We might rally or we might come down. We might see a big gap up or gap down in our markets tomorrow. So let's hope for the best. I hope I have summarized everything. Like you, I am also very curious to see what is going to happen to the US market. We'll see tonight what happens. I'll see you in yet another video. Till then, take care. Bye.